Let me share my screen. Awesome. So let's get started with today's session, which was in fact scheduled for last week, but due to the Pavli and all, we need to push it to this week. And that's the reason we just thought of let's finish off within today and tomorrow. That's basically let's break the break. So what do you mean by let's break the break?
It's long time the session was starting again. It's long time session is starting again.
Okay. No, I'm asking what do you mean by breaking the break? Anyways, let me come back. So it's basically like, let's say in unfortunate situation or due to market layoffs or industry layoffs, let's say if someone loses a job and now we are kind of on a break and we are in fact trying to get back to work. So that's where we are calling it as breaking a break. So one is like either we wish to continue the break by being on break or let's break the break. So that's the reason I just named this as let's break the break. Breaking the break is nothing but let's break the career break. Give me a second. Sorry, I got a call. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Let's say if we are in a kind of a career break, that's the reason we call it as let's break the break. So how do we basically break the break? A straightforward answer is definitely trying our best to look out for various jobs. So I believe everyone can see my screen. Yes, no?
Yes, we can see.
Great. Okay, so the agenda for both the sessions, including today and tomorrow, in this session, we'll discuss about what recruiter can do to survive if they are laid off, how to effectively search for a job in this tough job market, how to identify a recruiter or a HM of a job which is posted, basically a job which is posted either on a LinkedIn, Naukri, or whichever the platform, how to identify who could be a recruiter or who could be a HM for this specific job. And once you identify who is a recruiter or who is a HM for that particular job, how do we personalize our messages or our reach to that particular recruiter or HM? How do we leverage our own network for a particular job search? And then preparing for the worst. Are there any alternatives to a full-time or a contracted job? Let's say, when I say preparing for worst, even after trying various options, if I'm not getting any full-time or contract jobs, are there any alternative? See, the reason I just wanted to have this session is because I've seen a couple of people, they were kind of laid off. It's been more than a year, okay, during the COVID or something like that. So now it becomes really difficult for them basically to explain the reasons behind it or to give a justification why this break was there for so long, even though after having an excellent skills, excellent sourcing skills, excellent recruiting skills, having a great experience, or a beginner having a which are the situation. What I'm trying to help understand here is we should not continue this break though we are not on the job. We should try to still identify some or the other thing and try to uh, um, come up with various opportunities or various options. The reason because tomorrow when we go for an interview and when we face a question like, okay, fine, you tell me about a situation, what you were doing so far when you are on a break. So giving a justified answer over that, this is what I was doing it, even though I was not a full-time employee, but this is what I was doing it, that will actually add up to an additional um, um, data point for you, how good fighter are you? Rather than just sitting and trying and trying and trying and trying. And tomorrow when we go for an interview and try to give a justification, and if we do not really have a justified answer for that, that might not trend really positive. So that's reason breaking the break is really important, and that too, how immediately we can break that break. Anyone disagree or agree with me?
I agree.
Okay, because if this break continues for 6 months, so as soon as it started continuing for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, the more the period of this particular break is, tomorrow it's gonna be that difficult to give a justified answer that what you were doing during this break. Just in case if you're not doing anything in this break, if you tell that I was searching for a job, but I was not getting it. So what are you trying to tell? That I was searching for a job for past 1 year and I'm not getting it. What I'm expressing here.
I'm not capable.
Absolutely. Rather, if I tell something, yeah, I was definitely trying for a job at the same time, though I did not get the full-time or a contract job, but I still had some additional alternate option which I was working on. And these are the things what I have actually delivered. These are the things what I've actually did. And how does that impression would live? Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, it will definitely a much more positive viewpoint.
Right? So that will show up our consciousness of we're not lazy, in fact. That though person did not had any contract or a full-time job, but definitely person did not gave up. They were actually, in fact, trying to see some alternative options. It could be a freelancing, it could be working with an agency, it could be a kind of having the tie-ups, it could be upskilling ourselves. While doing upskilling ourselves, it could be building a community, it could be a contribution to something, whatever it could be. But when we're trying to come up with those kind of answers that this is what I was doing during this particular break, uh, that gives much positive impression, much positive impact, rather than saying, you know what, I was just trying to search, but the market was so bad that I couldn't get it from last 1 year. Things came to the final, but offer didn't got ruled out. I was already in the offer stage, but due to some offers, due to relocation packages, they did not roll out the offer, or some of the other excuses. See, excuses are definitely an excuses, but what are we doing to overcome those excuses is what we call it as a breaking the break. And tomorrow we go with these positive approaches in the interviews, then that's where we're gonna break the break as soon as possible. So yeah, now coming back to a session, what recruiter can do, that definitely we are going to cover throughout the session. However, the start of breaking the break is like this. Why it is important to break the break? Because the longer the break it is, the difficult the situation would be to justify the break during tomorrow interview. It could be after 1 month, it could be after 2 months, it could be after 6 months, or it could be after, we never know. But at the same time, we are making sure that we are breakless to give a positive impression tomorrow. So yeah, now how to effectively search for a job in this tough market? Definitely we would say we have a LinkedIn, we have a Naukri, we have a Monster, we have a Dice, we have a Career Builder. We have a lot of job portals, but are we really active on those job portals? And there are job portals which we actually ignore. Let's talk through the job portals first. LinkedIn, Naukri, Monster, Career Builder, Dice, whichever, India job portal, US job portal, whichever the location, job portal, popular job portals, non-popular job portal. Let's talk about some of the popular job portal. I would not directly name the popular job portal, but let's categorize between a popular, non-popular, medium popular. Let's say types of job portals. And then we'll come to the use cases of it. I'll tell you why it is important. So most popular. Okay, so now we have a most popular job portal, something like we say globally, definitely LinkedIn stands one. Then after that, we say in India, it's Naukri. In US, it's Dice, Career Builder, all those. And then in India, if I come back again, we have kind of a Hirist, InstaHyre. Those I'll keep in a median popular job portal. So which are the country you are in, you know, which are the most popular job portal. Let's say for India. LinkedIn, Naukri. I'll keep it. So LinkedIn and Naukri. So median level, I would say InstaHyre. Or instead of medium, I would say scaling. Scaling. That would be the right word. So InstaHyre is scaling, CutShort is scaling. There's one more, a mobile app, which is that Hirist. Let me just share once. Hirect, I'm keeping a startup. Okay, InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, which was in fact IM job. Right. So unpopular job portal in India, definitely I would say Indeed, because not much people use it in India. Let's say Indeed, Shine Jobs. Any one of you, if you have heard some of the non-popular. Monster, earlier it was excellent in India, but now it has scaled down, but still we'll keep it Monster on our popular. Indeed, Shine Jobs, what else? Times Jobs. Anything else?
I would like to add a Angelist.
Angelist, I would say we would add in a startup. That's an excellent one. Angelist, angel.io. It's angel.io, right?
It's Angelist. That's all I mean. It's like
Hmm?
only Angelist.
ANGLELIST, Angelist.
Yes.
Yeah, angel.co. That is not IO, it's CO.
Okay.
Angel. Same, Angelist or angel.co, both are same. What else? Most popular, let's say for India, that's LinkedIn, Naukri, Monster. Scaling job portals, let's say for India, InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, which was earlier IAM. Unpopular job portal for India, let's say uh, Indeed, Shine Jobs, Times Jobs, anything else that comes to our mind? In chat, we have Shine, Angel, Back to Work. I would put Back to Work in a startup. To work. Back to Work is for, that's for diversity, right? Shine we have covered, Times Jobs we have covered. Back to Work, this was one of the starter.
Apna is there.
Huh?
Apna.
Apna. Okay. Apna. Apna?
Shivram, I would like to add even one more. Can you take Glassdoor?
Glassdoor, yes.
And or is like Google Jobs.
Apna.co. We'll come there.
Sure.
Apna.co. And then Glassdoor will keep it for scaling. Okay. So let's say we have
Google
this.
Jobs?
Hmm?
Google Jobs.
There is nothing called Google Jobs. You search for a job on a Google, it will collect the data from all the various sites and it will fetch you.
Okay.
JobsforHer.
Yes, JobsforHer. That was the startup I was referring to. I forgot. So I think their name also changed. I knew this co-founder also. I had spoken to her long back. Okay, it's still same. Neha Bagaria something. Yeah, she's the founder, Neha Bagaria. It's been quite some time that we spoke, but otherwise JobsforHer. Okay. Anything else comes to your mind? Okay, let's these are enough in fact. So let's say most popular job portal, LinkedIn, Naukri, Monster. Scaling job portal, InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, which was earlier IAM. Types of job portals and job portals. Types of job portals and okay, now let's say most popular, we have a LinkedIn, Naukri, Monster. Scaling job portal, we have InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, which was earlier IAM Jobs, which has been acquired again by Naukri, Hirist, and then the Glassdoor. Unpopular job portals, Indeed, though there's a lot of ad, but the usage wise, it's quite less in India than Shine, than Times Job. And then startup job portal like Hirect, which is basically a mobile app. Recently, they have opened. It's been scaling since last 1 to 2 years. And then Angelist, It's been scaling from last few years. Back to work, it's been scaling from last couple of years. Apna.co, that's again a startup. Then JobsforHer, again, that's scaling from last 5 to 6 years, I believe, since 2015 or something like that. Okay, what happens is, how active are we on this? Generally, what happens when we're actively looking out for a job, we might tend to only update our profile over here. But why do we ignore the rest others? Any reasons? Generally, most of us ignore, including me. But why? You tell me, feel free to discuss. Do we ignore? Feel free to agree, disagree, that's fine. Or are we active everywhere? See,
Not getting much response.
okay. Let's say in a situation when you're trying to find a candidate for a very niche skill, you're going everywhere to find that particular candidate. Now, in the same situation, when we are jobless, what are we doing? Are we only relying on our most popular job portals, or are we exploring the other resources as well? If not, why? And why we should explore, I'll tell you. Let's have a discussion. Please tell me, are we exploring all this? Like InstaHyre, CutShort, are we updating our profile on InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, Glassdoor, Indeed, Shine Jobs, Time Job, Hirect, Angelist, Angel.io, Back to Work, Apna.co, JobsforHer, or whichever the job portal are we coming across? Are we updating everywhere when we are actively looking out? Or are we only updating in these three?
We are not updating in all the portals.
We are not, right?
We
But-
rely only on the popular ones.
But should we? If yes, why? If no, why?
Yeah, we have to.
Why?
We have to get the job at the earliest. So,
Okay. Other technical
and
reason?
when we are searching for the candidates also, we will look for all non-popular sites as well. So,
Absolutely.
in the
So
same
why?
way,
Another technical reason. Shravan? So only these are the popular job portals. When we are actually looking out for a job, we're just going ahead and updating our resume. Most of the times only in this popular job portal, but we have some of the scaling job portals. We have some of the unpopular job portals. We have some of the startup job portals. Are we taking up a chance to update there? If yes, why? If no, why? Namrata, you just joined.
Yes.
Okay. So here the question is, first we identified the types of job portals and job portals in India. So we have segregated in a four different types of a job portal, where we have most popular job portals, something like LinkedIn, Naukri, Monster. Then we have scaling job portals, something like InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, which was earlier IM Jobs, and then Glassdoor. MyNoticePeriod, not really sure if it is still available or not, but we can always Google it up. That has been acquired by Quicker, I believe, Quicker or something, OLX, but we can still find it out. Then we have scaling job portals like InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, earlier, which was earlier RAM Jobs, Glassdoor, MyNoticePeriod. Unpopular job portals, Indeed, Shine Jobs, Time Jobs. Startup job portals, Hirect, Angelist, Angel.co, Back to Work, Apna.co, and JobsforHer. So 4 different types, and in each type of a job portal, we have various job portals. And as I mentioned, like when we're really in need to identify a candidate for a very niche skills, we're going everywhere. We're doing all the extra searches, everything we're doing. We are squeezing LinkedIn, we're squeezing Naukri. We are not leaving any portal, and we're trying to get that particular unique candidate by identifying or by scanning hundreds of profiles or hundreds of job portal or various searches. Now, when we are on a break, so are we actually exploring all those sources where we can identify jobs? most of the times what we do, we update only our profiles on a LinkedIn Naukri Master. In LinkedIn we go, we make it actively looking out for. In Naukri we go, we update the profile, and maybe if someone is smart, who is keep refreshing the profile every day, so that when recruiter is searching for a recruiter's resume, our resume is popping on top. When they apply a filter that updated in last 3 days, or updated in last 1 week, or updated in last 30 days, when they apply a filter, our resume keeps popping up. So that's the reason we have to always keep on refreshing. Similarly goes with the monster. So these 3 things we are pretty much updating. In LinkedIn, we are also uploading our resume in our profile or in our feeds, and we're sharing with the network that we're looking out for. Our majority of the focus is basically on this 3 most popular job portal, especially for India market, but for rest of the geographies also the same applies. It just the job portal might change name of job portal, but most of the people, what we do is like we just go to the most popular job portal and only try keeping our efforts over there. Now here the technical point comes. Why is that we are looking out only a job portal which are popular? Why not unpopular? Or why not scaling job portal? Why not unpopular job portal? Why not startup job portal? Why are we not looking out? Or if we are looking out, then why are we actually active over there also? Anyone? Technically, why? Why is a yes? Why is a no? If yes, why? If no, why? Okay, let's start with yes. Yeah.
I guess based on our priority, the kind of jobs we'll get on the portals. In case if we are not comfortable with startup, we will not update our profile.
As a recruiter, you think. See, generally what happens as a recruiter, we're actually trying to identify a candidate from LinkedIn, Naukri, and Monster. And we got used to it, and we got that thought process that only in LinkedIn, Naukri, or Monster, I get a great candidate. Similarly, that same thought process plays reverse when we are a candidate. We just go and update in LinkedIn, Naukri, and Monster, and only we try keeping our efforts only on those particular platforms. But remember, most popular job portals are most expensive comparable to rest of the other job portals. Rest of the other job portals are used by not most popular company, but look at the freelancers. Can freelancer go and upgrade to the LinkedIn recruiter? Can freelancer go and upgrade to the Naukri? Can freelancer go and upgrade to the Monster? Can small scale consultancy go and upgrade to the LinkedIn recruiter? Can small scale consultancy go and upgrade to the Naukri or a Monster or any medium to small scale? Will they have all the most popular job portals?
No.
What they will have? Either scaling, which are low on a budget, either unpopular, which are again low on a budget, either startup, which are again low on a budget. Think in that point of view.
Right.
Which are low on a budget, which are high on a budget. And trust me, low on a budget always works. And that is something we actually ignore. But that is something where actually medium to low budget agencies refer to. You can please feel free to agree or disagree or discuss more.
Yeah, you're right.
But Shiv, that also depends on the what kind of job you're looking for and what kind of budgets and all, right? That's because as you said, these popular job, LinkedIn, Naukri, Monsters are expensive. But if you're looking for the good quality job, then you have to more focus on these portals. If you're looking for like
these freelancers, startup agencies, or medium to small scale agencies, end of the day, they also need to be calculative in their own expenses.
Right. Even they must be hiring for some of the good
They
clients.
might be hiring for their clients, and their clients coming from the most popular companies.
There are chances, very good chances for that also. But if you are actively looking for a job and you want to apply more and more, so then you have to explore everything, right? So that in that case, because what I've seen there, like I am job.
That's what you're saying.
I am job, so you sometime you'll get, but you'll get the lots of messages or mails from there. Science job also you'll get, but the quality of the job would be not as you are expecting.
We really don't know. We can't really ignore. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
we can't ignore. I'm not saying we can't ignore. We can't ignore. As a recruiter, we should not ignore any platform.
Absolutely. That's basically a source. We are not.
Yeah.
What we tend to do is like we ignore, and we
No.
become only active on the LinkedIn Naukri monster, or let's say only on a most popular job portal. But rest of the job portals, definitely they are not that popular as the popular job portal. But at the same time, we can't really take up a chance of ignoring them completely. Just go
No.
if you're spending your 50% of efforts on most popular job portal. What I'm trying to say, the rest 50% go put on that particular scaling job portals, unpopular job portals, startup job portal. You never know from where the right job would come.
No,
Because
I agree. I totally agree with you. And also that will also show you how good you are into sourcing and understanding of the platform. Suppose because we are a recruiter, and if somebody is hiring a recruiter and you are available for the multiple platform, so that hiring manager might be knowing
it will give you
this.
the experience of using those portals.
Know many platforms, right? So you might be good sourcer or good recruiter. That
It will also
also.
give you the experience of using
Yeah.
those various portals. And tomorrow, when you're recruiting, once you're there in a job, you can definitely say for tech, this portal is working. For non-tech, this portal is working. For leadership, this portal is working. For freshers, this portal is working. So there's a lot more. So what I'm trying to express here is, instead of only depending and actively looking out for a job only on a most popular job portal, try to see some other sources also. Now here itself, when we try to list some limited names in popular, scaling, unpopular, startup, we have so many. And are we exploring all those job portals?
No, but the case of like anybody is hiring, but most of the 100% of like candidate is uploading there in a
So let's
Naukri
say now
portal.
the market is bad. When the market is bad, do you think startup agencies or small scale agencies or medium scale agencies will spend amount in most popular portals when they don't have a Rex?
They could
Or when
not
they
be
have a
able
limited
to
Rex?
spend on LinkedIn, but 100% they're going to spend on Naukri.
We don't know. Naukri is also expensive. It's not that cheap.
It's expensive, but you know, it's like more than taking up a license, LinkedIn, InstaHyre, or a CutShort. But it's like better to take Naukri. Most of the candidates is aware about Naukri.
Most
As
of the candidates, that's what the agency is thinking. But at the
No.
same time, as a recruiter, what are you thinking? Does only Naukri's work going to work, or rest other?
No.
Let's say now small scale agency.
but you know, it depends upon the candidates, I must say. See, most of the people might be uploading in Naukri, but you know, some people will not be uploading in the Naukri, but they'll upload in the LinkedIn. And sometimes I could see in Angelist, I must say.
So you called out that Angelist, that people are coming in through the Angelist. So that's what I'm saying. We never know from where we get that good luck.
Right. So we should apply everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
When we are active, I'm super active.
Yeah. If we need a job, we should apply everywhere.
That's it. When I'm actively looking out for a candidate for a particular niche role, we are super active. We are going everywhere and trying to identify. Same goes with us when we ourselves are a candidate. We are super active. We are not leaving any scale recruiter. So there are different scale of recruiters. A startup recruiter, agency recruiter, small scale agency recruiter, individual freelancer, or corporate recruiter, or a recruiter who is really smart, who wanted to get away with the duplication, who is sourcing a profile, but they're finding it difficult to identify a non-duplicate profile on LinkedIn, Naukri, or Monster, because what are the profile they're seeing on LinkedIn, Naukri, or Monster, and in internal portal, all are duplicate, or all are past 6 months reject, or all are past 1 year reject.
Right.
I don't want those ones. I want something new. That also can be a possibility, right? As an agency recruiter or as a corporate recruiter, if you're trying to submit a profile for one of the corporate, whichever the profile you're submitting, that's coming in duplicate. But let's say
Right.
now I go to Angelist, Hirect, Back to Work, Apna Jobs, JobsforHer, MyNoticePeriod, CutShort, InstaHyre, Hirist, or which are such kind of a non-popular job portals or scaling job portals. We never know from where that good luck is going to shine.
Right.
So that's where.
Right.
And at the same time, think of the budget. Does this, let's say tomorrow someone gets laid off and they wanted to have their agency. They say, I'm fed up of this full-time job. So let me start up my own agency. When they started their agency, they say, I have 10 years of experience or 20 years of experience. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of clients. They trust me. Let me start up my own. When they start up, do you think they're directly jumping on LinkedIn, Naukri, or a Monster?
No.
Definitely, they try to get from the referrals. Definitely, they try to post some free jobs. Which are the portals which
Right.
will allow me to post some free jobs, which is like IM jobs, which will help me to post some free jobs, a limited job, though it is not, it will not notify to the job seeker, but at least it will give me some profiles. And in that some profiles also, when I was posting in such kind of a portals, in those some profiles also like Indeed or IM jobs or Hirist or such kind of a portals, when I was posting my job, which were actually a free job slots, I got some of the times profiles and which were completely non-duplicate. Non-duplicate or a quality wise they were good, or I got a success from those as a recruiter when I was trying to source by posting a free job in a various job portal. Even in fact, you would have also got it if you would have ever posted a free jobs. Though you will get 90% of junk, but not 100%. At least that 10% will be a shine.
Right.
Yeah, at least 2-3 profile we can get a good one.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. 90%, let's say junk. 95%, let's say junk. But at least that 4-5 profiles will get good ones for sure. Some of the niche skills, I remember which one was that? Excepta. Microsoft Dynamics Excepta. I was recruiting for this role, very limited profile on LinkedIn or Naukri or Monster. Then I started posting wherever I could find a free postings. And I got profiles from there. And may not be, as I mentioned, like all junk, but yes, definitely we had some good ones. Even Indeed also.
Yeah. And moreover, what I have also noticed, because recruiter don't post any job to all the profile, all the portals, right? Sometimes InstaHyre, we receive some job posting from InstaHyre or some invitation from recruiter right? But it is not available on the LinkedIn, Naukri, and Monster. So that is also one benefit of being available on all the platform.
Yeah. So now
because
let's say
it's not easy all
InstaHyre,
the people,
CutShort.
right?
What happens is now LinkedIn, Naukri, Monster, they're already popular and they're not doing much marketing or they're not giving much offers. But scaling job portals like InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, Glassdoor, MyNoticePeriod, Hirect, Angelist, Angel.io, Apna.co, JobsforHer, Back to Work. They're in a kind of a startup environment and they are giving a lot of offers. They're reaching out to the multiple recruiters or multiple freelancers or multiple corporate recruiters. They are saying, you do a free job post initially, 1-2 jobs, you give it for free based on the success what you see. You subscribe to our channel, we'll go with a minimum budget subscription. We'll see, means based on individual to individual, we can customize the plans, which popular job portals might not be doing now. So what I'm trying to express here is think in that point of view also. Agree, disagree?
Agree, totally agree. What you
Agree.
said.
Okay, so first we need to identify which are the types of job portals. Definitely you can note down these ones, and also whichever comes to your mind, keep adding those ones. And again, job portals in India, though it could be completely unpopular, or though it could be last week only they have just gone live, we shouldn't ignore. We never know from where we get the good luck. When we are active everywhere. When I was actively looking out for a job, I'll tell you, I got a call from, when I've updated my profile, I did not get a call from LinkedIn, Naukri, or Monster, but I got a call from Times or Shine Job, I remember. And that recruiter was a kind of in a small scale agency or a freelancer, not really sure. I got a call for Deloitte, but which was not on a I don't know whether it was there on a Naukri Monster or LinkedIn, but I got a call from agency for a role at Deloitte. And they have confirmed me that they got my profile from the Shine Jobs, Shine or Times Jobs. So that's where. Okay. So first thing, identifying a job portal, uh, a type of a job portal, and why it is important to identify a type of a job portal, because we need to know in the current situation which type of a recruiter, which company recruiter, which agency recruiter, which freelance recruiter might be using which job portal, which are expensive, which are non-expensive, which are giving a free job post, so that our profile is getting picked by those recruiters as well, instead of only depending on the corporate ones. Agree?
Yes, Shiv.
Okay. So this one thing. So coming to, so that's how we basically effective search for a job in this particular tough market. And then how do we identify a recruiter or a HM of a job which is posted? In most of the unpopular job post portal or scaling job portal, we are able to see who is a recruiter or who is a HM, like in InstaHyre, CutShort, Hirist, which is earlier Jobs. Glassdoor, I'm not really sure. MyNoticePeriod, it's very old, but I don't know if it is still existing. Let's see.
I think it exists.
No, it was acquired by Quicker. Not really sure if it is exist. Well and good. We can definitely go.
It is there, right? MyNoticePeriod.com.
So notice period is not existing, but MyNoticePeriod, I think they are still scaling and it's still existing. Yeah, it does exist. So it's taking me to there. Okay, this one, I think national school it is. And it's taking me to their website. Okay, it's still existing. Fine. Yeah, so unpopular again, Indeed, Shine Jobs, Times Jobs. So as I mentioned, in most of the scaling job portals, we'll be definitely able to see the recruiter or a hiring manager who has basically posted the jobs. But just in case if it is not posted, or if we are not able to see who has posted that particular job, then how do we identify? When I say, like, let's say go to LinkedIn. On-site, easy apply, let me enter easy apply. So this is how you'll be able to see that a recruiter or a hiring manager who has posted this particular job. And then definitely you can message them, but how to message them, what kind of a templates we can come up with, we'll see. Okay, how do we basically customize it? So in most of the cases, definitely we can identify who is a hiring manager or who is a recruiter for that particular job. But just in case, if we do not know, if we do not see, then definitely, if it is a startup kind of a companies, or if it is a mid-sized company, definitely we can go to the LinkedIn, check for that particular company. Let's say I just come here. let's say, so here is a razor P, then we just click on people. So we get all the TA, or we can do a direct search also. We just put recruiter, talent acquisition, or recruitment manager, or hiring manager, or sourcing manager, such kind of a keywords, and just give a company name, and we'll end up in this particular profiles. And once we end up in this particular profiles, we can definitely go to their profiles and try to see in case if they have posted something similar on their network from their activities. So we are hiring engineering manager at Razorpay. We are hiring principal engineer or data security. So from their featured list or from their activities, we can definitely able to see if they have posted something like that or not. If yes, then we know who is the recruiter who has basically posted that particular jobs or job. And then definitely what I experienced, InMail versus Connect. Okay, I leave a question to you. Which works better, InMail versus Connect? You sending an InMail to that recruiter with a paid version of LinkedIn, or you sending a Connect with an additional note. Which works better?
I guess both of them have their own merits at the end of the day, but Connect, goes at a different tab, but I found success with emails.
You find success with InMails.
That's right.
Great. And how about Connect?
A reasonable, I would say. Yeah, not that many, but yeah, reasonable. Comparatively, emails work better for me because I get to choose what subject line I can add.
I mean to say, when you're searching for a job.
Okay. It's the same thing, right? Like if I'm searching for a job, if I'm sending an email, I still can choose to add a subject line, isn't it?
Got it. Okay. Anyone else? InMail versus Connect?
Look, if you because if you I'm using a free version of the LinkedIn and I do not have an email, so at that time, Connect also works because you need to have emails, right?
Connect
Certain
with
amounts.
a customized message.
Yeah, you can send a customized message because in end note you can write, right? And that pretty good sentence you can write, pretty good word you can use over there also.
Absolutely. As well, the Connect one, what happens is it go and stay in the My Network. And every recruiter is in fact curious about, if you see, like most of us go to, as soon as we go to LinkedIn, we see if there are any pending connection invites.
And also there's other persons go through your profile and then they read your message and then they accept or reject whatever based upon their interest.
Like when you go to your home page and when you go to your profile view, who you view your profile, once you send a connection request with the customized message, you know that, okay, person has viewed my profile now. Then it's an indication that person has also read my message. And once they accept it, then it's an additional indication that they are giving us a consent to connect further.
And that end node also stay in our inbox. We can also see that.
Exactly. And it also goes to our inbox here.
Yeah.
We can also see here.
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay. And it gets with the kind of a continued discussion with that particular person. Versus InMail. When I send an InMail, where will it land up in their email inbox? Some people, what they do, whatever the emails are coming in from because they are sourcing for the various skills. Recruiters are sourcing for the various skills. And when they are sourcing on a high scale, what generally sometimes people do, they make one rule and they create one folder of a LinkedIn or such kind of a thing. where all the messages which are coming in through the LinkedIn are going into that particular folder following the rule. How many of us doing that here? I do that.
Sorry, I missed it. What do you say?
Have you ever created a folder on your Outlook or on your Gmail which could redirect all the LinkedIn messages which are coming from LinkedIn? It could be jobs, it could be emails, it could be emails or whatever related to LinkedIn. And it's going to that particular folder.
Exciting like rules or something, is that what you're saying?
It's rules.
Oh, yes, I do. I keep it too.
We have created those rules, right?
That's true, yeah.
Okay, so what's happening with our email?
And
when we have
also
created
what
that rule, when we have created the rule of all the messages from the LinkedIn are getting into that particular LinkedIn folder, that means what's happening with that email? When we send an email as a recruiter to identify a job, that email is also going and sitting in that particular folder. And practically, does every recruiter go to every message on folder, LinkedIn folder?
But Shiv, all those messages is never a message, right? It's only a link for you to see the message on LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn never really puts the actual message on the email.
That's what I'm saying. All those messages, do we actually take any action? Do we actually go through that? Or again, do we directly come to LinkedIn inbox?
Correct. Yeah, never. Yeah.
We don't go there. We directly come to again a LinkedIn inbox. And in LinkedIn inbox also, nowadays, if you see, it's loading very slow. Rather, connect, which directly ends up in the my network. I know that, okay, fine, this person has sent the connection request. And once the person has sent the connection request, I could see the custom message also over there. And as soon as I see that custom message, we'll come to the how to customize a message. But in terms of when as a human, when they see a custom message, either I accept or I decline. In whichever the case, most of the times I at least go to that individual profile. If I like that particular message, I at least go to that individual profile and view it. And that's an indication that person has viewed my profile. Now comes to accepting or declining the invite. 99% of time, no recruiter would decline. They would definitely accept. But just in case, if they have declined, but they have seen our profile, that's an indication that they feel that our profile is not a match, or the role is filled, or the candidates are there in a positive stage. And that's the reason they don't want to consider. But if they have accepted, that's again an indication, okay, they still wanted to stay in touch and they're open for a discussion. And then when we start connecting further messages, exchanging messages, they'll at least give some clarity to us, whether the role is open, yes, no. Recently, I've got similarly, when I was searching for a job, let me just check once. Shweta. Okay, let's remove this. Jugal Kishore, Shatabdi Bhattacharya.
What are you trying to do?
So as I mentioned, like that customization of the message. Okay, like if you see that, I just forwarded them. I see that there's an opening for a sourcing specialist at Atlassian, hence wanted to check with you if you can refer me. Here is my updated profile. And thank you. And then thank you, Shweta, for forwarding my profile to Sandesh. They will inform that I got the profile from Shweta. And yeah, this was actually a customized one and that kind of a worked. And when they were at Microsoft, that time also. And when I sent the first time to the message connection request, even that time also, I think like there was a customized one, either to this person or this person. But I've joined this group. Okay, anyways, that's a different discussion. So yeah, as I mentioned, like when I was searching for jobs, when I identified that these are the number of recruiters in this particular company and they have a role. So what I've done is I've scanned all the profiles of a TA and I try to identify what kind of a model they must be following. And then I realized they're following, they have a different sourcing team and they have a different client recruiter team and they have a different talent guide or a scheduling team. Then as I was sourcing for a sourcing related jobs, I started reaching out to all the talent sourcers from that company with the whatever the contest I can give them so that they are the relevant people to reach out. I couldn't reach out anyone randomly because LinkedIn also shows, okay, these are the connections who are working in this particular company. Just reach out to them for a referral. When we reach out randomly to anyone, they would not really care. But we need to really identify who could be actually a right person to reach out. And that is how we do it. We just go to LinkedIn, put that particular company name, and put the keywords like sourcer, recruiter, talent acquisition, all those relevant keywords. As soon as we get the list of those people, go through one by one, and then we'll know, okay, this is a team, and these are the managers, and these are the assistant managers or lead recruiters, and these are the rest of the team member. Okay, fine. We see that couple of profiles are basically of recruiters who are basically could be a talent acquisition or a client recruiter. And these are the set of profiles who are actually a sourcer. And these are a set of profiles who are actually a talent guide or a schedulers. And then for whichever the job I'm trying to reach out, let's say if I'm trying to reach out for the lead recruiter, I'll reach out to the lead recruiter or a manager or even a recruiter. I've seen that sometimes that is also happening, that people refer one level up or one level down. And then we're trying to reach out to the multiple people. And at the same time, I will not do that activity in this session because it might go against compliance, but I'm just trying to give you a thought process of once we identify, okay, this is the team member. So these are 20 profiles who belongs to the TA team at X company or Y company. And from these 20 profiles, there are 8 profiles who are into sourcing. There are 8 profiles who are into client recruiting. And there are 2 profiles who are basically into the scheduling. And the remaining 2 profiles, one is a sourcing manager and one is a recruiting manager. And then going one level up, the 21 profile, okay, fine. This person is a kind of a director or a senior manager to whom these 2 people are reporting. So basically, when we're trying to target a job in that particular company, what I'm trying to do is like, I'm just trying to scan all the profiles and trying to identify who could be the right person to reach out. One is like, I'm sending them the connection request with the additional text message. And apart from that, if that is not working out, if you did not get any response from there, what we're doing is like, use SalesQL, try to scrape all the emails of those people, official email, and then reach out with a customized message. If first thing doesn't work, definitely go for second.
So basically, you are saying, trying to say to map the team, right?
Map the team. Okay. So here is one of the manager. It was Rokuma. I identified their email ID. And then I mentioned that, hi Rohit, I happen to see your LinkedIn profile and thought you might help me in referring talent sourcer position at Microsoft Bangalore. This is the rec ID to say a bit about me. This is Shiv Markuram here, basically passionate sourcer with 9+ years of quality experience in sourcing and recruiting, and a curious researcher when it comes to sourcing candidate across the globe. I haven't dependent on any job title since 2013, though I've used, but to limited extent and kept it always a last option. If you ask me how about LinkedIn usage, answer is yes, but not just to source candidate by using LR Recruiter, but also to generate market intelligence report, compulsory loss and gain reports, gender diversity sourcing. Some of those achievements mapped 85,000 plus SD2 gender diversity candidates in India, university count, and many. Basically can use one filter in more than one different way. However, LinkedIn.com or LinkedIn Recruiter doesn't make me dependent. I can think of what if LinkedIn doesn't exist, and will I be able to source candidate? The answer is yes, definitely yes. To know how, you can check some of our custom search engines here on my blog, which got so and so followers or visitors and growing globally. Attached is my detailed resume for your review. Please let me know if you can refer me or provide me an opportunity to get interviewed for so and so role at Microsoft Bangalore Rec ID. P.S. Not sure if the above rec is still open. If not, please do let me know if you have any similar rec that you can refer me, if it is not too much of ask for you. Okay, thank you for your time going through my email, and I believe I have not bothered you too much. If so, I'm really sorry for the same. And even there was, I recently cleaned up my Gmail, but otherwise, even there was a follow-up email for that. So immediately I got the invite, but unfortunately got rejected. But yeah, that's how it is. So this is one of our follow-up. Hey Shivkumar, so after sending this email first, did not get much update. Wanted to check if you have to see my below email and willing to consider applicants for India. Hey Shivkumar, thank you for reaching out. The roles are as mentioned based in EMEA. So we would not be able to consider your application at this time because it was for a different location. Many thanks. Sure, Anna. I do have some reference for Germany. Let me know if you can consider them. So first way, I'm sending a connection invite and putting a short customized message, some impressive template. You can just try to identify what kind of impressive templates you can come up with, or else we'll definitely share some in a group and then send those a right recruiter or right hiring manager or right sourcer to get picked by right person for a right teams. Basically, for what kind of a role you're looking out for, we are clear. Now, let's say I reach out to a sourcer, asking for a sourcer job, and this sourcer or hiring manager says, I do not really have a sourcer role now, but I have a front-end recruiter or a client recruiter. Are you comfortable? Then you say, okay, fine, let's get into the discussion. Let me understand further. And based on that, I can tell you whether I'm comfortable or not. Or else, if you're not really comfortable, you can definitely say that, hey, you know what, I'm actually looking out for the backend role where I can sit and do a head-down sourcing. And that's where my passion comes in. If not now, that's still fine. Maybe like in future, I can still reach out. So if you see this template is a little better, little different, that Rick has shared some post for the talent sourcing role at Microsoft, but they have not mentioned the location. I think they have. And also I understand these roles are based out of UK, Germany, Poland, Romania, Ireland, Czech Republic, South Africa, or Israel. And you're the one who is building the dream team. First, I saw this person's profile, then I've actually mapped the entire team and then identified who could be the right person to reach out. So this is what the rec message says, that they're hiring for talent sourcer at Microsoft and they're building a dream team. That's what the post was saying, and Anna has liked it. And that's what I've mentioned here, that they're looking out for talent sourcer role in so and so location. Hence, I wanted to check if you're willing to consider applicants from India, as I'm willing to relocate across the globe given the opportunity, talent sourcer, blah, blah, blah. And then in first email did not get the much response, and then one more follow-up, and then got the response. So as I mentioned, recently I cleaned up, so a couple of emails has gone, but otherwise It was impressive. And eventually I got the call. Mirza. So when we are actively looking out, we are actively looking out. We are doing whatever it takes. That's one. How do you basically identify a gem or a recruiter, and how do you basically personalize your reach? Read what the person has posted in detail, and based on that, make your words, make the alignment of your messages. How are they connecting your messages to the posting what they have done? And when we do that, it's immediately catch their attention. Hey, this is what I've posted, and the person is actually aligned with the same post. And that's where we are maximizing our acceptance rate. And how do we personalize? Basically from those particular content. Okay. And apart from this regular job, I just wanted to cover one more topic. Apart from this popular and non-popular job post, here is my mentor. One of my guru, Raj Paul, who has actually created. Have you ever scanned or searched through multiple job ads at the same time, maybe given this a shot? An interesting DIY method to search for a job online. Okay. So what they have done over the last 3 weeks, I personally have received over 300 LinkedIn invitation to connect from individuals across India, roughly 30 to 14 invites a day, which may not be a massive number for many, but for me, this is around 300% increase on a daily average invites. So they have shared the graph. Around 70% of invites are from folks who are job seeker from various professional backgrounds, actively approaching decision maker on LinkedIn and presenting themselves. Recently, I have multiple posts across LinkedIn by many recruiter, founder, ex-entrepreneurs who are now collecting information, creating database of potential talents and employer, ideally for individuals who are being impacted by COVID-19 effect to the job market. This dataset may have a job seeker detail, employer detail, both who are hiring and layoffs. I'm hoping that it is helping the folks in need today. The below media coverage got many worried. Okay, so this things stuff. Okay, so eventually what they did to help further better, I've taken a take to create a job specific job search page that is custom search engine supported by Google CSC to help searching for jobs via plain Google web search. Strategy in creating this online job search engine, I look for a job posting ads whose URLs are unique and publicly visible. Identified the recruitment systems, application tracking systems of these job ads used by various employers. Identified the posting URLs, patterns, fieldback, X-rayed them for multiple results. Iterated thorough through the journey. Things to note, utilize Google CSC feature to build the search page and blah, blah, blah. So what platforms they have identified? Recruiterbox, Lever, JobWhite, Greenhouse, Jazz, Breezy, Workable, Google Hire, Drawingbox, and Fresh Team. And these were the X-ray for those particular CSCs. And then eventually they have created one CSC which fetches a job from ATSs as well. So here we are not just talking about identifying a jobs which are posted on job portals, whichever the job portal, most popular job portal, scaling job portal, unpopular job portal, or startup job portal. We are not just talking about the job portal here, but now what he has done, my mentor has done, is like they have created a CSC which could in fact fetch jobs from the ATS. So let's say here. So these are all the ads we can ignore. And now here we can see these are actually in fact jobs which are either on a career site or either on some of the ATS. So there might be some jobs which are posted on ATS which has opened on ATS, which has got the approval just, but is not out yet. So how to go immediately and map that particular company and reach out before even they opening a job to the agency, before they even posting a jobs on LinkedIn, before even they posting anywhere else. How do you stand first to reach out to them is basically by scanning the jobs through the ATS. Before even it becomes too old or before even they get so many applicants. How do we basically do this? So this is one of the way. Here is a search engine. I'll just share it. Here is his post. If you wanted to go through and say thank you to him, feel free to. He's there in our groups too. And here is his profile. I think you can directly see his profile on LinkedIn also. Okay, so now we are not just talking about the job portals, but we are also talking about how do we identify jobs which are posted on ATS, but not yet posted on any of the portals or shared through the agency. Then how do we identify that posting immediately and go capture that? We can, one thing, either we can search here, or second thing, as they have given all the X-ray searches for that, so as they have given all the X-ray searches, that star.recruiterbox.com/job/, what you can do, site recruiterbox.com/job. All right. So this is how the search looks like. What next? What we can do, Namrata or Shravan?
For what you're saying?
So let's say now, okay, first approach is getting active across the job post, across the job portals. Second approach, scanning this ATS by using this custom CSC. What could be the third approach?
Third approach should be if you're on breaks, so keep upskilling yourself.
No, just to identify a job. So to identify a job, we are getting activated every job post first. Second, what we're doing is like we're also identifying jobs through the CSC. Third, they have also given us X-ray link for this.
Yeah, I've seen.
Okay, now using this X-ray link, what we're doing?
Offline networking and also attending the events. Because I have attended one of the leadership event and I got the interview calls and I was able to go through all the rounds. Although the position was little different, so we could not close the deal, but that helped.
Great. So another thing what we can do, we can create a Google search alerts.
Yeah, that also we can do.
So as soon as some job is created and posted in the ATS, immediately we're getting an alert. So that is how we are being on top of it. As soon as the job is posted to any of the ATS, we are getting an email alerts that, okay, this company has posted a jobs. And all those links for the X-ray, I guess we have not covered the X-ray searches yet, but whoever has attended the sessions for the X-ray searches previously, you know what I'm talking about, where we are creating this X-ray searches for a particular jobs. And then we're creating a search alert in a Google search alerts. As soon as we create that alert, like here it is. Okay, so it says that at most once a day. No, as it happens, this session also we are yet to cover. Maybe in future, in a couple of very soon in future sessions, we're going to cover it. But this is how we create a Google search alert. As it happens, just search term here. As it happens, sources automatically, language, blah, 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 blah. You can just leave it, deliver to, update the alert. So as soon as there's a job on this particular website on recruiter box, immediately I get the notification. So that I'm not the 100-year applicant. I'm at least trying to stay on top of applying for a job within the less than 10 applicants. Does that help? Yes, no?
Yes.
All right, so first we are getting activated on every job portal, whether it could be a popular, non-popular, scaling, or startup, or whichever. Second, we're also trying to see jobs which are posted on ATS, and we're trying to be on top of it by actually creating a X-ray searches for it, for the same, and creating a search alerts. We'll curate it tomorrow furthermore, but this is overall roughly for today. Okay, how to personalize the reach, that also we discussed pretty much. But again, detailed step by step of a documentation part of it, we'll take care of it tomorrow. For now, I would just take a pause here. Any questions, any doubts, any confusion on how to effectively search for a job in this stock market? Effectively, when I say it's effective, it's not ineffective, or it's not limited when we are searching only for a job on LinkedIn, Naukri, or Monster. When I say effective, it's effective. We are searching for a job wherever, which are the job portals. And we are not just squeezing job portal, we're also squeezing ATS. And we are not just squeezing ATS, we are creating a X-ray searches and creating a search alerts. And that's how we call it as a effective job search. Effective sourcing, effective job search. How do we identify a recruiter or a HM? As we mentioned, most of the portals which will give us a name of a recruiter or a HM. Just in case, if not, we can definitely search for that company, put a relevant keywords like talent acquisition, recruiter, sourcer, and all, and see what's a team coming in, what 20, 30, 40, 50 profile comes in, and which is a team which is doing a technical recruiting, which is the team which is doing a non-technical recruiting, which is a team which is basically a client recruiter team, which is a team which is basically a sourcing team, and which is basically a team which is scheduling team. So we are trying to actually map the whole talent acquisition team and trying to identify who are the leads, who are the managers, who are the recruiters, who are entry level, or which are the level we are targeting. But we're trying to map the entire stuff. We're trying to connect with each and every one and sending them some short customized messages over the LinkedIn Connect. And we have definitely seen that how Connect versus email works. And if that also not working, we're using a sales tool. We're trying to take their email IDs and trying to reach them personally with that particular job ID, with the particular contest. We're picking up, we're reading the job description thoroughly, and we're expressing them Why do we feel that? Why I'm great fit for this particular job? And every message for every individual is customized based on the individual profile, based on the individual post. As I mentioned, like one of the posts I've shown, dream team. And that's where we can expect the responses. Where, as I mentioned, like I've seen their post, and then Rick has shared that particular post on the LinkedIn, and then Anna has liked it, and I realized that Anna is a Hirist manager, and then I've sent them that the whole thing with the customized stuff. And may not be in a first go, but yeah, in a second go. And yes, when we are reaching out to them, we are making sure that we are reaching out to them in their time zone. If they're in India, we are reaching out to them in an India time zone. And if they're in US, we are reaching out to their mid US time zone. If you see the timestamp also here, 1:17 a.m. So that's how we basically do a customization or personalization of reach to a recruiter or HM. How to leverage our network, we'll cover tomorrow. Preparing for the worst, we'll cover tomorrow. But for today, I'll just take a pause. Any further doubts? And definitely the curation and the content creation, we'll do it tomorrow. Any further doubts, confusion,
No,
questions?
Chief. Thank you. No, Chief.
So now you tell me, if we do all this, is it still not possible to break the break?
No, it's possible if we do all these. Then.
Effectively. Guest, I don't know who joined as a guest, 2067 15354.
That would be me, Shiva Prasad.
What's your name? I didn't get your name.
Prasad.
Huh? Prasad. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I sent you a text earlier.
So do we agree with this? If we do all this, are we going to break the break?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Effectively,
Yes.
as you said, you have to do it right diligently.
Absolutely. So we are on top of everything. When I'm doing nothing, I'm doing everything till the time I get something. So it's simple.
Great.
All right. Any further doubts, question, anything?
No, Shiv, you presented very nicely, so there is no doubt, no question. From my side, at least.
Anyone else?
Thanks.
Bhuwana, Dinesh, Parmeshwari, Rahul?
Shiv, I have a question here.
Yeah.
These are all for India recruitment, right? But do you have anything for US IT recruitment?
See, that's the reason I mentioned most popular, scaling, unpopular, and startup. Though these are for India. For US, the names might change, but the strategy remains same.
Okay.
In US, you go, you might not see LinkedIn. Sorry, you might not see Naukri, but you would see LinkedIn, Monster, Dice, Career Builder. Scaling job portal, we need to identify which are the scaling job portals in US. Unpopular job portal, we need to identify which are unpopular job portal in US. Startup job portal, we need to identify. You first come up with the list of all these 4 kind of portals. And then strategy remains same. And this CSC definitely works for US also, for ATS.
Thanks.
And then search alerts definitely works for US as well.
Yes.
The whole strategy remains same. Only what changes is the name of the job portals. But the strategy of approach, the strategy of applying, the strategy of reach out, the strategy of checking who is a job poster or checking which team has a requirement remains same.
Thank you.
Instead of blindly just applying and waiting for a response, that's not going to happen. At least in tough market, it's not going to happen. We need to do something extra. We need to do something amazing. We need to do something which is completely out of the box. We need to do something which none other is doing. And how are we doing this? This is basically a process of doing it. So I can only tell you the process of it, but while you start doing it, you might come up with many more ideas, and trust me, you will come up and you will be surprised. And definitely one day you'll tell us this has really worked, and the process has helped you, but how you got the success, you might have a different success story altogether. But following this process definitely will get you to that thought process of how you did it or how are you going to do it. And honestly, trust me, whenever I was on a break for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I've done all this. And sometimes I got a call completely from unexpected sources, unexpected job portals. As I mentioned, like I got a call from one of the agency recruiter. They checked my resume on Shine Jobs. Shine or Times Job, I don't remember. And they asked me if I'm open for a job at Deloitte. So we never know from where the good luck will come. But in every source, we're sharing our profile. All right, so that's it for today. Any further doubts, questions, you can please feel free to ask. But otherwise, rest of the thing will still continue. We'll have a quick recap of today's session in tomorrow's session. And again, we'll still continue.
Thank you, Shiv.
Okay, Shiv. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Shiv. Thank you.
Hope that helps.
Of course.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
was very helpful. Thank you so much for this session, Shiv.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Dinesh, Mukesh, anything you want to say?
Nothing, Shiv, nothing much.
All right, then let's drop off and let's connect tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Good night.